Yo, we got a lot of MMA fights this weekend, and I've got some bets placed. So if you want to watch fights for 11 plus hours on Saturday, you can. We got PFL Africa, then that kind of transforms into the Champion Series, and then UFC 318 after that. So if you want to watch fights all day, you can. Unfortunately, I won't be able to watch the PFL stuff until later, probably after UFC. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. We got a lot of cool stuff going on. So let's get into those bets. We're starting things off with the PFL. I'm only sticking to the Champion Series. First up, we got Corey Anderson money line, plus 150. I got 0.75 on it. He's going up against Dennis Golstov. He's moving up to heavyweight. And I just think he has a really good chance of getting the takedown and finishing this fight with ground and pound. And I just think he's good at plus money. I'm going to take him. Then up next, we got AJ McKee money line, minus 230, got 2.3 on it. I think this is a very winnable fight for him. I really think AJ McKee, hasn't really shown how good of a fighter he is lately, but I still think he's a really good fighter, especially for outside the UFC. I think he wins this fight. And of course, for just a little fun, I got to have a little parlay. So I got both those guys, Corey Anderson, AJ McKee together, plus 259. Got a quarter of a unit on it. So that's it for the PFL bets. Let's get into my UFC bets. So here's all my straight bets for the UFC 318 card. First up, I got Marvin Vettori money line, plus 170. Got 0.75 on it. I just think this is a good spot. Vettori, he's on a 2-fight losing streak, but so is his opponent. And Vettori's fought high level for a long time. I just think this is a very winnable fight. So at plus 170, I'll take it. Now, this next bet, I got Vettori decision, plus 250, quarter of a unit. Just kind of a tag along to the money line bet. I do believe this fight will go the distance. So I've just got Vettori winning it. And honestly, to be quite honest, this is the only reason I have this bet is because the books got me. They got me again. They had a small little boost on this Vettori decision. And, at plus 250, I said, all right, it's got a little boost on it. I was going to skip over taking Vettori by decision and just stick with the money line, but the books got me again. So hopefully that comes through and it wasn't just a donation. All right, so we're moving on. The next bet, we got Vinicius Oliveira money line. I like this dude. I think he has potential to maybe crack into those rankings. So I think this is a winnable fight for him. I got minus 148. Got 1.5 on him. And yeah, I'm just hoping this dude comes through and puts on a great performance. Then up next, we got Kevin Holland to win this fight in under 10.5 minutes. So he basically has 2 rounds and 30 seconds into the third round to finish this fight. I think he's going to get a finish. I'm having a hard time deciding whether it's going to be KO or sub. So that's why I'm just sticking with him getting a finish in the first 2 rounds. Got it at even money. So I got a full unit on it. So last for the straight bets, I've got Paulo Costa money line plus 186, half a unit on it. I would have put a little bit more on it, but I've got Costa involved in another bet that I'll get into later. So that's it for my straight bets. Let's get into my parlays. Up next, I got a few parlays. These are lines that I like, but I really didn't want to bet a lot of units into one line, so I put them together and lower the bet amount a little bit, and hopefully they both come through. So first up, we've got Carly Giudice and Cagliari, the fight to go the distance. We got that paired up with Bruno Fiera and Jackson McVeigh for the fight to go under 1.5 rounds. Now, Giudice and Cagliari, I just feel like this fight will go the distance. I think Giudice will use her range to get her striking going, but I think Cagliari will, be good enough to not just run into punches. So I think this is going to go the distance. Then we got Fiera and McVeigh. These guys are finishers. McVeigh hasn't been out the first round. Fiera has a lot of first round finishes. I feel like this fight really doesn't get out the first round. So we got them together. That's plus 118. Got a unit on that. Let's go. Next parlay, we got Dan Ige money line paired up with Marvin Vettori and Brendan Allen going the distance. So Ige, I just think he's facing old pit bull, and I just think he wins this fight. I don't know if he gets the finish or the decision, so that's why I just got the money line. And then Vettori and Allen, I've already got some money on Vettori, but I feel like Vettori's never been finished. He's not a finisher. So this fight just screams going the distance. So I just got it going the distance, paired up with the Ige money line, plus 103, another unit on it. So I got one last parlay I want to get into before the long shots. And here's my last parlay. So I got a significant strike parlay, 2 legs. We got Roman Kopylov going under 81.5 strikes. I don't really think this is going to be a high volume striking fight. And so I think he's going to go well under that. Got it paired up with Patricio Pitbull going under 42.5. Like I said, he's just older these days. His volume is not anywhere close to that these days. And he's just, I just don't really see him getting close to that either. So got them paired up together, plus 249, half a unit on it. So that's it for the parlays. This next set of bets is my long shot bets. These are the riskier ones, but if they hit, it's going to be a nice payout. So let's get into it. So here they are. Like I said, these are long shots. They're risky plays. If they hit, it's going to pay out good. So first up, we got Paulo Costa going to a decision. I know I got his money line, but I feel like this fight will go the distance, and I think he can win it. So got him going to a decision at plus 430, quarter of a unit on that. And then we got Crute and Prochnio, round 1 finish. It doesn't matter who wins as long as the fight ends in the first round. And both these guys really are finishers. And I know Crute is first round or bust. So I think there's a really good chance this fight finishes early. So we got round 1 finish, plus 225, half a unit on it. And then the last one, we got Ryan Spann KO under 1.5 rounds. I just feel like Ryan Spann is of 1-round fighters these days, maybe especially with the move to heavyweight. Breshke, he's been knocked out in the first round a lot, so why not take a chance on it? I got plus 240 on that, half a unit on that. All right, so that's like my 3 long shot risky plays. So I've got all 3 of them put together into a round robin doubles. And so that's 3 separate bets from those 3 legs just paired up into doubles. I've got a quarter of a unit on each bet. And if all 3 of them hit, that round robin doubles will pay out 10 units. And then last, I've got all 3 of those legs again into a 3-leg parlay. And those legs are Costa by decision, Jimmy Crute and Prochnio, round 1 finish, and then Ryan Spann KO under 1.5 rounds. All 3 of those legs together in a parlay, we got plus 54.25 on the odds. So I've got a quarter of a unit on that. And if that hits, if all 3 of them hits, that will pay out 13.5 units. So these are some riskier plays. I feel like they're a little bit more riskier than the ones from a few weeks ago, but I feel like there's a very good chance that these outcomes happen. We got some round 1 fighters, so that's why I'm kind of going for it. So that's it for all the bets on the event total here. I've got 11.5 units at stake, basically. And if everything hits, if all my bets come through, which is a long shot, but if everything hits, we're looking at 38.3 units in profit. I'm hoping we all have a good weekend. We make some money. That's it for me. Until next time.